Hello everybody. So the time has finally changed, which is great. We're now into daylight savings or out of daylight savings. I'm actually not sure of what's the difference. Regardless, we're now in March and it's nice, it's warm, we have longer days, and with longer days means that we can get more work done. So today I'm actually going to work on framing out the walls of our sunroom and building the rough openings for our windows. So since we last talked, we actually did a little bit of work on our windows. So as you can see here, we installed some hinges on our windows, so now they can open and close, which is really cool. And also, we painted the inside. So we put a first coat on our windows of black paint, which is pretty exciting. They're still taped off and it's still super rough. It definitely needs one or two more coats. Regardless, I'm really excited about where we're at right now because the windows are now, functional and we can start installing them. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to frame out the entire wall. I can go ahead and show y'all what it looks like right now. All right, so this is what the sunroom wall currently looks like. I do just want to note that we have a giant pile of garbage. This is our pile of renovation materials that we needed to get a dumpster for. It's kind of in the way, but for right now, I'm just going to ignore it and work on this wall. So essentially what I need to do today is install the studs for the rough openings and all of the windows that we've been working on. And it's going to take me a little while, but my only goal is really to do this front wall today. And then another day I'll have to come back and do the sidewall and install that door later on down the line. We'll get there, one thing at a time. But for right now, I guess we could go ahead and get to installing these studs now. Okay, so here we are one day later, and gosh, last night I laid awake for quite a while, and I couldn't help but feel like I was missing something. And that's when it dawned on me. I didn't frame these windows correctly yesterday. I actually was missing a piece of wood, and I can kind of try to explain what I'm doing here and how I noticed the mistake and what I need to do to fix it. So here's where a window's gonna go. This is gonna be a little tough, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another stud right in the middle of these on pretty much every single one, and that's gonna serve as my king stud. And then the ones that are already here, I'm gonna have to cut them, which is really annoying because I spent all of this time installing all of them perfectly straight, perfectly level, everything else. I'm gonna have to cut them at the top to fit the header in. At least it's solvable, I'll say that much. That's the thing that I'm most thankful for, is the fact that I actually can solve this mistake without having to undo all of my work. But it's just really annoying because it's something I missed. I was working a little too fast whenever I was doing all of this, and I just missed that small detail. So I'm not going to show you my work doing all of this. I'll just show you the end result because it's not going to be all that entertaining compared to what you saw yesterday. All right, so hello everybody. Last time we talked, I showed the process of putting in these king studs, well actually the jack studs, and then I realized I made a mistake, then had to add these extra studs. And off camera, Lane and I have been working a lot, so we installed the headers for all of our window openings. And the next part is to install the window sill. I actually don't know what this part is called. It's the part below the window that's part of the rough opening for the frame. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the process of making one of those and putting it together. And then you're gonna get to see Lena put all of the weatherproofing tape and everything on there once we make it. So let's get to that. I'm gonna go ahead and clamp all of this together just so that it stays nice and straight. So I've learned through trial and error that a lot of this wood is not straight. All right, now we got our piece of wood that's cut to size, and we just gotta knock it in and screw it down, and then we're ready to get taped. All right, nice and sturdy now.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to a very special day. It seems like, at least to me, the most important day to our sunroom, other than when it's finished. It's window day. Tyler and I have been working towards this for a very long time, and you'll see behind me, we went ahead and finished last night doing all of the prep work to go ahead and make sure that today is install day. So you'll see that, I think it got too dark and I couldn't show it last night, but you'll see I went ahead and added this tape and like red sausage tube water sealant, and that's all to prevent water from getting to the wood. So we're going to be able to hit the ground running this morning and install all 9 of these windows. And honestly, I'm super excited because I feel like it's going to be the most visually impactful thing in the room thus far. Because like when it comes to like framing and like, you know, doing stuff that is going to be behind the walls, you can't really tell how much progress we've made. So I'm super excited to go ahead and get started today.
It's just so cool. Okay, so we got our second window in now, and this is how they look. I'm really impressed with them, and I just feel like it looks so good. I mean, Lynn and I were talking about the fact that we have tried to visualize this like a million times. Like she's even taken photos and like tried to draw what it would look like on like Procreate. And we could never fully visualize it. But now seeing it, this is awesome. Like this is exactly what we wanted. It does not get much better than this. So I'm just really happy with the results, and I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like once we get all 9 windows in.
I also want to say, I feel like we got really lucky because we literally found these secondhand, literally $30 each, and they literally look amazing. I literally just said this off camera. I was like, this room is going to be like, I mean, the house, but this room is going to be like when you like tour homes and you're like, this is it. This is the room that sold me. We have to get this house. This is how I feel about this room. It's so exciting. I mean, I'm excited about our whole house, but I'm like really excited about this sunroom.
We're done! All 9 windows are now installed. I'm so thankful that is over. We have worked towards this for so long, and it's so nice to finally see them in their rightful place.